So yeah.
All right. We got here Taylor Richard, getting a used car soon, about $9,000. If I start an S corp for my entertainment manager business, which I'll be my first client, but I'm in college to get the actual degree, can I write off the car somehow?
Yeah, so definitely you're gonna go to your account. You're gonna tell him you got the car. You're gonna give him the paperwork for it, and he's gonna list it for you. He's gonna ask you how much do you use it for your business. Oh, I use it 80%. He's gonna list it for 80%. You're gonna get depreciation, a nice depreciation deduction on it. I have a lot of my clients. And this is going to become a good one. Again, like we're talking about, the market's going to be really good for cars. So if you have a business and you want to get a nice deduction, that's definitely a way to do it. So a lot of times that we have my clients trading out cars and getting new ones towards the end of the year to get a nice big tax break.
And prompted from this question, is it better to lease that car under your business or finance it under your business for the best tax benefits, you would say?
I mean, it all depends on the rate. I would think right now, because the lease is nice because you could take, the whole lease payment on it, but the depreciation right now is really good. With bonus depreciation plus Section 179, if it's over 6,000 pounds, you could take the whole price of the car or whatever percentage of it that you're using.
I thought it was 80% now.
It's 8. Yeah, they dropped down for the
bigger.
Yeah.
Wait.
Because it's gonna that's gonna phase out too. So it's gonna, now it was 100 last year, 80 this year, then it's gonna go to 60 until every year is gonna drop 20%. So take advantage of it now. 80% is still pretty good.
It's still big, yeah.
That's very important. So if someone buys a car right now, a Range Rover, one of these cars that's over 6,000 pounds,
Rolls Royce
for their business, right? They're able to write off 80% of the car's purchase price.
And the other 20,
how much they put down, which that's huge. So if it's worth 200,000, they're able to write off 160K
in the first year.
Yeah.
Wow. And then the rest of the 20%, then you'll just take that over the next 4 years after that. Yeah.
Okay.
So
wow.
It's still a good deduction. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's where Fresh talked about, because a lot of people ask, oh, I want to buy a car. The only way it really makes sense to buy a car and lease it nowadays is if you're a business owner.
Right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right.
Like if you're going to buy it as privately and you got a regular job, you're not really going to get much benefit from it. So if you're going to lease a car, guys, at least have a business or something so that you can get some kind of benefit.
Right. It doesn't cost you anyway, so might as well get benefits off it.
Yeah. Guys, I'm new. Don't do it through fraud though, guys. Yeah. Zotji, guys, I am new to Fresh and Fit, and I must say you guys have an amazing team. Shout out to the mod team and greetings from Netherlands. Shout out to you, bro.
Shout out to the mods, man.
Assalamu alaikum, habibi. Then we got here asked. Okay. I own LLC filed as S corp for taxes. Would you recommend I set up a private retirement account funded by my LLC to invest in real estate?
So he says I own LLC filed as an S corp. Okay. Would you recommend? Yeah, you could do a solo 401k. A solo 401k. You could even set it up as a Roth too. You don't need like the immediate tax deduction for it. That'd be the best way to put your earnings
Roth
in there.
IRA?
Yeah, you can put up to $66,000 in 1 year. And if you do it as a Roth, I mean, you could get the tax deduction on it, but then you're going to have to pay the tax when you pull it out. But I like the 401k because you could take loans against it. So you need access to that money. You don't have to wait until you're like, your retirement age. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so then you could take loans against it and then you could pay yourself back the interest as long as you set up the paperwork right. But yeah, definitely that's the solo 401k. You should look into that.
Okay, cool. G goes, should I create a company if I earn money from YouTube?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Absolutely, bro. I run a trucking business as a sole proprietor.
Yeah. Just when you get
They started an LLC trading luxury watches. Should I switch this to an S corp and should I change my sole proprietorship business as well? Thank you, FNF the goats.
Yes.
All of the above.
Yeah. So for your sole proprietorship, turn that into an LLC, then an S corp, and then your LLC, then your trading luxury watches LLC that you have. You need to make that an S corp as well. Yeah. So you should be running 2 S corps if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
2 different businesses. Yeah, bro. What are you doing, man? Come on. Just a question, Myron. Did these Money Monday things apply to Aussies? I might not have been paying attention. Sorry.
I mean, this is the U.S. tax code, but I think the Australian tax code is very similar to the U.S. tax code.
All the first world countries are.
Canada. Yeah.
Tom Wheelwright, Robert Kiyosaki's accountant. He wrote a book called Tax Free Wealth, and in that book he put in the beginning that like all the first world countries have very similar tax codes.
Yeah, they do.
So obviously in the United States we're capitalistic, so we might get better tax benefits, etc. than some of y'all in these other countries, but it doesn't change the fact that you could definitely take advantage and make money in your respective country.
We definitely have the most sophisticated and most complex tax structure.
Yeah.
On purpose.
Just a question, Myron. Do these read that one. We got here, and guys, from this point forward, we're already 20 and up.
Yeah, 20 and up.
Best way to find a mentor for your new business.
So
Find someone in your niche.
like, that's what I was talking about. Like, I'm going to have guests on my show that are just guys that you don't know who they are. They're quiet money and they're successful, and these guys will give free advice to you. Their gems. It's alpha, and they will sit with you and talk with you because they want. You're basically feeding their ego. They like that. They're like, okay, let me help. They'll help you out if you're really serious about it. You just walk in and say, hey, listen,
These rich dudes, Cloud will
these
be happy to help
guys
y'all.
are bored.
Yeah.
They made their money, they made their success. They're like, you know what do I do nowadays? And it's just like, if you are adamant about becoming better, they can see the drive in you, they see the ambition. You know what? Little Johnny, I got you, brother. I'm gonna give you my knowledge.
Yeah,
for free.
If a young kid came to me and I said, hey, I want to know what it is that you do and how you do it, and like, how can I be successful doing it? I'll sit down and give him all my time and tell him everything that he needs to know for free.
If he's humble and willing to learn, listen, why not?
Take him out to lunch.
Yeah.
Lunch is, spend $20.
Well, if you tell me that, I'm gonna say no, but
yeah, but that's because you're famous, nigga.
No, he could buy lunch for himself.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
you offer. Yes. Hey, let's connect. I'll take you out to lunch.
It's an offer. Yeah.
Talk to rich guys.
He'll probably give you free advice and pay the bill.
Van Chazelle, $10. Appreciate that. Ghost Raven 226. If I start an epoxy and pressure washing business in a small town, what should I know about moving my business to another state with a bigger market?
So basically, so get with you should probably get with a CPA because they'll tell you everything you need to know, whether you have to register for sales tax, what type of business license you need. They know everything when it comes to starting the business, and they don't charge a lot of money for it. It's not like they can do these corporations for you.
Can they keep their business incorporated in their home state when they move?
They can, but that's a pain in the ass though. If you're going to move the whole thing over, like then you got to go back and file over there. It's like, okay. No, like I would just keep it all to that one state that you're in. Yeah.
Okay.
Keep it simple.
Ghost Raven, if I start an epoxy and read that one. And guys, these came in after Mo, or
these are all early.
Okay, these came in earlier, guys. So from this point forward, we're going to only read 20 and up, but I will read the ones that came in before. Steve, I have a midterm rental arbitrage Airbnb business where I manage real estate, but I don't own it. LLC or S corp?
LLC, that's an S corp.
Okay, because it's an active business, right?
Yeah.
So that's an example.
That's more of an operation. It's that's
okay.
An operation. He's providing the service.
Smart. So basically, because a lot of people do this, they don't own the property. They just simply get it leased out through Airbnb and they get a percentage and the owner doesn't do anything. So the owner is able to keep that as an LLC and passive income. You, on the other hand, since you're actively finding clients to rent the property, etc., and you're running it like a actual business, that's not considered passive income. So you need to S corp, but the owner can LLC it.
I think I got to change my dinner plans. I got my reservation because I don't know what she's cooking over, but it smells delicious. I've been smelling it.
Yeah, just back cooking some. So what do we got here? I understand the real estate strategy, but if I'm starting a business in, let's say, Virginia, should I do an S corp in Delaware or do I do it in Virginia? Is there an advantage?
Again, now you have to. I don't know what the filing requirement is in Delaware. There's a return you got to file, right?
Yeah, you have to update it every year to keep it up. Let's say, should I do an S corp in Delaware? I have the LLC out of Delaware. Remember, this is real estate, guys.
But you have to have an S corp. So you have a resident agent that has to like put their information in for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I did it.
And then you pay a fee for that per year. Okay.
Yeah.
So
but I have it as an LLC, not as an S corp, because it's real estate. So
and it's the parent company.
Yeah.
It's not your lower level.
Okay, I understand real estate strategy, but if I'm starting a business in, let's say, Virginia, should I do an S corp in Delaware or do I do it in Virginia? I think in your case, bro, if it's an active business,
it's an operational business. I would do it in the state that you're in. It's in Virginia.
Yeah, do it in Virginia as an LLC, then switch it over to an S corp. But remember, my LLC out of Delaware is staying in LLC because it's a real estate business. That's why.